Why are you guys back here? I just talked to y'all. You've got 10 days. We talked about this a little while ago. You've got 10 days to win this and win it big. Are you ready to go to work? Have we got every county in South Carolina represented here? Have any of you got any relatives? Yeah. Put them to work. I told you just a couple of hours ago that many of you worked for a long time. One couple of guys who worked for 9 years on this. You will never again see this opportunity in front of you to make what you believed in and dreamed about and begged for come true. Because we've got the leading Republican presidential candidate in the nation. On the Gallup poll, a 5-point lead over Giuliani nationwide. And he can make this happen with your help. We've said from the beginning, this is only going to come from the grassroots. It cannot be done in Washington. They all know better. They all got other ideas. But you can swamp Washington, and we need you to triple and quadruple in size and then double again. We need 1 million or 2 million people to swamp Washington. But before we do that, we've got to put our president in office. And that is Mike Huckabee.
Smart enough to be for the fair tax that we need to get. All across this country, every time we talk about the fair tax, people start realizing that makes sense. No wonder Washington hadn't done it. And that's why when I get to be president, we'll take it to the people. And the people will take it to Congress, and we'll see the fair tax. And for the first time in all of our lives, Americans will be able to have their whole paycheck. We'll see jobs come back to this country. We'll be able, for the first time, to be able to call America a place where companies try to get to rather than get from so they can be successful. Imagine small business no longer having to fight their government. Instead, they can just fight their competition, and their competition won't be the government. And the best thing of all, there won't be an IRS anymore. I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight. I hope you'll be at the debate. I don't know if you have tickets there or not. If you do, I look forward to seeing you over there. But I want to tell you what we do have to do over the next just 9 days. We've got to win South Carolina. And you're going to help me do it. You're going to help me do it by going out to every friend you have, and if you don't have some, you're going to make some. Think of all the new friends you'll have before this election's over. All the relatives that still speak to you are the ones that you still speak to. I need you to get hold of them and ask them to join you at the polls to vote for me. People you work with, people in the neighborhood. Make a list of folks. And if they say they're not going to vote for me, you just let the air out of their tires that day. Don't let those people go vote. This is a great time for America. A lot of people said there's no way that a candidate who doesn't have the tens of millions of dollars that some of these guys have, no way that a guy like me can be leading and be on the way to the White House. But you folks have proved that it's about the message we have not about the big money that's behind us. And our campaign has been fueled by people that money can't buy. It's been fueled by people like you who aren't doing what you're doing because somebody paid you to love them, but because you love this country more than you love anything else that somebody could pay you to do. And you know that if we don't see some real, true, genuine differences in the way we govern this nation, the future for our children and grandchildren will not be what it ought to be. And shame on us if we don't make it happen. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm convinced with all my heart we're going to make it happen. We aren't simply a part of a campaign, but a cause. And one of the things I'm proud of are all of those of you who have supported the fair tax, because quite frankly, you've given me the opportunity to tell America what's wrong with our current tax system and what could be right with it. It's a thrill to see Congressman Linder here, the co-author of the Fair Tax book and the lead sponsor of the fair tax legislation in Congress. And he's got a number of sponsors, but what he needs is a president that will work with him and the rest of Congress and the American people. So this is not just some theory that economists say, boy, that would really revive the economy. But rather so moms and dads out there trying to get their kids to school will be able to say, the fair tax is going to revive our family's capacity to live better than we've ever lived before, with a tax system that is fair, finite, flat, family-friendly. That's the kind of tax system America needs. It's the kind of tax system that we're going to have when we enact the fair tax. I'm going to be headed back over to get ready for the debate. I'm sure you understand. And I'll be slipping away right away to do that. If you're a praying person, pray hard for tonight. And if you're not a praying person, now would be a good night to start. But we're going to have a great time over at the debate, and I'm going to go with the enthusiasm that I sense from you and stand on that stage with the hope and expectation that I'll get a chance to talk about how we can truly change this country and make it better by changing our tax laws, standing for our families, being unapologetic in speaking out for a strong military, and speaking out very clearly for life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you when we get inaugurated a year from now in Washington, D.C. Thank you, and God bless.
School bus driver in a traffic jam.